In the heart of the Roman Republic, beneath the looming shadow of its power, a fire was kindled that would threaten to consume the empire from within. This is not a story of emperors or senators, but of a man who rose from the dust of the arena to challenge the mightiest power the world had ever known. This is the story of Spartacus. His tale begins in the brutal gladiator school of Capua, around 73 BC. Here, Spartacus, a Thracian soldier forced into slavery, learned the grim trade of death. Every day was a struggle for survival, a bloody spectacle for the entertainment of Roman elites. The clang of steel, the roar of the crowd, and the constant presence of death forged these men into living weapons. But within Spartacus, the desire for freedom burned hotter than any furnace. He was more than a mere plaything for the masses. He was a leader waiting for his moment. That moment came with a desperate, violent escape. Using kitchen utensils as makeshift weapons, Spartacus and around 70 other gladiators fought their way out of the school and fled to the slopes of Mount Vesuvius. This act of defiance was a spark in the darkness, attracting thousands of runaway slaves, shepherds, and rural poor who yearned for liberation. From this volcanic fortress, they launched raids, gathering weapons, supplies, and most importantly, followers. Their initial victories against poorly prepared Roman militias were stunning, turning a small band of fugitives into a disciplined and formidable rebel army. The Romans had underestimated them, a mistake they would come to regret. What began as a desperate escape soon escalated into a full-scale war, the Third Servile War. Spartacus's army, now numbering in the tens of thousands, swept across the Italian peninsula. They were a mobile, highly motivated force that outmaneuvered and crushed one Roman army after another. 2 consular legions, the pride of the Republic, were sent to destroy them and were themselves annihilated. For 2 years, Spartacus and his followers held Italy in a state of terror. They marched north towards the Alps, seemingly to escape, then inexplicably turned back south, plundering as they went. The rebellion had become the single greatest threat to the Roman Republic, striking at the very foundation of its slave-powered economy. Panicked, the Roman Senate turned to one of its wealthiest and most ambitious men, Marcus Licinius Crassus. Given command of 8 legions, Crassus was determined to succeed where others had failed. He pursued Spartacus's army relentlessly, eventually trapping them in the toe of Italy. After a failed attempt to escape to Sicily, the rebels found themselves cornered, their supplies dwindling and their spirits waning. The final cataclysmic battle took place in 71 BC. The slave army fought with desperate courage, but they were no match for Crassus's organized legions. Spartacus himself is said to have fought his way to the front lines in an attempt to kill Crassus, but was cut down in the fray. His body was never found. The war was over, but Rome's vengeance was just beginning. To make an example of the defeated rebels, and to horrify any other slaves who might dream of freedom, Crassus ordered the crucifixion of 6,000 survivors. Their bodies were nailed to crosses all along the Appian Way, the main road leading to Rome, a gruesome testament to the price of defiance. Though his rebellion was ultimately crushed, the name of Spartacus would echo through history, a powerful symbol of the eternal struggle for freedom against overwhelming oppression. He was the slave who made Rome tremble, a legend forged in blood and fire, whose story continues to inspire the fight for justice even today.